computer. All right, we have a fun class for you tonight. Just like a quickie on hydration and the importance of making sure you're getting enough water, especially during our hot summers. And if you're living on the west coast of the country, your hot, dry summers. And I wanted you to know that dehydration happens when the body loses more fluid than you take in. Has anybody ever been dehydrated?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
Not to the point of sickness.
I was to the point of sickness.
Oh.
It was awful. So I'll just tell you a quick story. I was whitewater river rafting on the Colorado River, and we were on our
Nice.
last night. I think it was one of our longer trips, 13-day trips. And they tell you the whole time, drink water, drink water, drink water. And one of the things that I mentioned to you in an email is that you can get kind of cranky if you're dehydrated. So if anybody was cranky on the trip, we would just kindly say, go drink some water. And the other thing that I wrote to you in your email was that your pee can get kind of brownish in color and
Sure.
can be kind of stinky. And we had to pee into a communal bucket. And so one of the river guides would say, your pee is looking a little dark. Make sure you're drinking enough water. So they really did watch us. We had some kind of a clay device that would filter the river water. And then we put that into our water bottles, and that's the water that we would consume during the day. And I did remember bringing cans of my own water because I really didn't like the taste of that water. And on the very last night, I went to fill up my water bottle with the camp water, and it just tasted weird to me. And so I didn't drink it. And I went over to my little sleeping area, spent the night there. The next morning was the last morning. I could see where we were going to put out. That means we're going to take the boats out of the water and unload everything and deflate the rafts and roll them. I mean, it was a big, huge project. And I just got up. I probably had a cup of coffee and went down the river and helped everybody unload all the boats and folded everything up. And then they fed us lunch. And at lunch, I drank 2 sodas, which I never even drink soda, but I was thirsty enough to just guzzle 2. And we got in the bus out of the Grand Canyon. And I had to ask them to stop the bus. I was sick, not once, not twice, but many times. And it was embarrassing. And I just felt so foolish. And I figured I had done it to myself because I was dehydrated. But the good news is once you start drinking water, your body responds really quickly. So by the end of that day, I was fine. I was absolutely fine. But that really was a wake-up call for me to not treat hydration lightly, to make sure that you're drinking water. And my sweetheart, Sue Hitzman from the Melt Method, recommends that you sip water consistently throughout the day rather than having a big bottle of water, guzzling it down before dinner. Have it consistently during the day. And so one of the nice ways to do that is with these great thermoses that we have. I'm a cold water drinker. I love to drink cold water. So I fill this with ice, fill it with water, and I'm good to go. So I've been much better about taking care of my water needs. And when you don't drink enough water, a couple of the things that you'll notice is obviously you're going to feel a little thirsty, but maybe you'll be lightheaded. You'll have dry lips and a dry mouth. You'll be tired. And again, we talked about your pee, not your pee, but pee. You might feel like you want to pee more frequently, and then you might have a headache. And I think I mentioned in my email that you don't have to lose much water for your body to actually have the detrimental effects of dehydration. 1.5% of your body's fluid is lost. And hi, there you are. And your body's going to start to notice the effects. And it's called hyperthermia when you are dehydrated. So anybody else have anything they want to share about any effects that they've had from dehydration? Anything that you've noticed? No? Well, I know Kimberly wanted to talk.
I got.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about soda.
That's it.
And how bad it is. And wanted to mention about my dehydration experience. It was while I had COVID. And I couldn't drink. I just couldn't take in enough fluids. I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to eat. And I was so dehydrated. Wade started threatening to take me to the ER because, it wasn't that I was so sick from it. It was just that I couldn't consume food or drink. And so, and it's so important. And I actually physically passed out on the floor on my way to the bathroom, just fell right over. And,
That on my list of side effects.
yeah,
Fainting.
pass, it's biggie. It's a biggie. And what's so crazy about it is I was dehydrated. I had to go get up and go to the bathroom. So I had to go pee, and I wasn't peeing a lot. It was just a little here and there. And I'm just going to share that when I passed out on the floor, guess what else I did on the floor?
Oh,
Yes. And you know, what little was in my bladder came out.
Yeah, so
So-
that's a big lesson. So
Yeah.
you didn't want to drink while you were sick with COVID. And how come? Did it taste weird or you just
Everything tasted weird. I just didn't have any energy to do anything. So I just didn't drink. And I've been dehydrated, you know, close to dehydration before, where I got just physically, I felt physically ill, and I didn't vomit or have diarrhea, but I was really close.
Mhm. Ugh,
And what it does is it just zaps your energy. You almost feel like your heat stroke.
yeah, that's the word.
And the thing is it's hot, and that's where people need to understand. Obviously, it's even tougher on the West Coast where it's dry, but you can dehydrate in Florida and in humidity as well. So it looks like I'm freezing up now. I'm going to stop. So,
we do-
and one of the most important things, what?
I was just going to ask you if you would talk to us about the dangers of soda as opposed to drinking.
That's what. And so, one of the things that's so important to understand is oftentimes when we're thirsty, people will automatically open up a soda or have an iced tea or something like that, even a Gatorade. And it is the worst thing to do. It's, you know, they go, well, I'm taking fluid, you know, it's like, no, soda is not good for you. Soda is filled with sugar. It's filled with chemicals. It's actually really bad for your bones. It's bad for your stomach. There's no nutritional value whatsoever in any sort of soda. And I have people that will argue, go, well, I don't drink Coke. I know Coke's bad for you. I drink 7-Up or Mountain Dew. It's like, it's all bad for you. It's all bad for you. So it doesn't hydrate your body. It actually dehydrates your body. Coffee will do the same thing. Coffee will dehydrate you. People will tell me, well, I drink plenty of coffee and tea during the day. Same kind of thing. You need water.
Yeah.
And if you get to a point of bad dehydration, then electrolytes are really important. And Gatorade doesn't quite cut it. So they do have electrolytes that, you know, I recommend you can get at the pharmacy. Take it, Pedialyte. They have Pedialytes in a little packet, but most of it's highly sweetened. And but when you get to that point, you almost need to have that. So we're going to talk today about what you can do before you get to that point and how you can use your oils and do some things so that you don't dehydrate and you make sure you're taking in enough water.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. We were also going to talk about containers that you should be considering when you're drinking your water. Does anybody have a favorite container that they like to use? Like I love this little stainless steel
yeah.
bottle that I got from Starbucks. This is my second one because I love.
I have my Yeti.
There you go. The Yetis are
Yeah.
great.
Awesome. That's
Mhm.
great.
And I always put my lemon or I think there's that. I like the tangerine as well. So that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. Good. Great. And so lemon is great because it can help you cleanse the body and it aids in digestion. So that's a really good one to consider. And we have some other essential oils and the benefits of those. Would you like me to read some of those to you? So that you get some ideas about what to add. I love adding grapefruit essential oil to water. It just always tastes so fresh. And it's really great for your metabolism. And some people are told that they can't drink grapefruit juice because of statins. And so just to reinforce that the essential oil is different than the juice. We're getting the essential oil from the rind of the grapefruit. And Slim and Sassy, I know that's a favorite for people. That also is good for your metabolism and it helps to regulate your blood sugar. And the thing with cinnamon sassy is that it has a little bit of cinnamon in it in that blend. And so the cinnamon can be a little bit warm. So if you, on your lips, so if you like to drink through a straw, that might be a better way to drink water with cinnamon sassy in it. And we had talked about Digessan not too long ago. So great if you have stomach upset to help you reduce gas. Lime, another favorite, right? I love those citrus oils in my water. That's a good one for supporting your immune system, and it also helps with a gentle detox. And we talked about peppermint, which is great for respiratory function, to clear your breathing, clear any phlegm that you have from your throat, and it's good for your digestion. And we talked about lemon already, but there are others like basil and fennel. And what was that one that we used to call the Darby? He did fennel,
It was a combo of basil and fennel together.
and it's a very
That's-
sophisticated flavor.
It is.
Very sophisticated.
It sounds really unusual, but Cascia's another one. If you like, you want kind of a sweet flavor. It's not quite as spicy as the cinnamon. And then of course, good old On Guard. On Guard's always a good oil to ingest because, it's going to help you with your immune system. Has great stuff in it. And it's it's yummy.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. And I was going to share
Yeah.
some recipes with you that came from a worksheet that one of the wellness advocates named Ramona had put together. And I could pull up that sheet, but by the time I find it, I just assume tell you what they are. There was one recipe that she had called Pink Bliss, and I'll include this in your email so you don't have to write it down. But it sounded like a really nice little recipe. It was obviously water and strawberries, fresh strawberries, and basil oil. Her recommendation was 1 drop per 4 ounces. And then she added pink Himalayan salt. And the pink Himalayan salt can help you to detox. And there are some other benefits. It helps with restoring vitamins and minerals. And so maybe that's something that you'd like to try. And then if you do like soda and you like the little fizzies, maybe this would be a good stepping stone away from, the Coke and the Pepsi, and just using a sparkling mineral water with equal drops of lemon and lime. And then you could jazz that up, of course, with fresh pieces of citrus on the rocks and make it look like a little summer cocktail. And then I have another one for you. It's called Baby Relax. And this one is with water and Roman chamomile, which is a really good one if you're dealing with any seasonal threats. And lavender, of course, lavender is too. And then again, 1 drop per 4 ounces of water. So those were a few of the little recipes that we had, but honestly, you can't go wrong. You know that if you look at the side of your essential oil bottle and it says essential oil supplement, that's one that you can take internally to flavor your water. There are some I don't like in my water. So for those of us that have a big essential oil collection, the grapefruit and the geranium, often geranium
Yeah.
and grapefruit, they have the same color sticker. And there've been a few times that I thought I was reaching for grapefruit and I had geranium in my water and I nearly gagged. Anyway, that's just my own personal trauma. Yeah. The other thing to talk to you about tonight, any questions about the water before I move on, was we wanted to talk to you about keeping your skin hydrated during the summer. Of course, drinking water is really a great way to flush out toxins. Your skin is the largest external organ of detoxification. So we want to make sure we keep those pores nice and healthy and open and keep your skin from drying out, because that's one of the contributors to dehydration. So I wondered if anybody has purchased the new sun care line from doTERRA.
I got the spray and the lotion.
Good for you. What do you think, Becky?
I like the spray. It was really, I went to an ice cream social on Saturday, so I sprayed that on my granddaughter and myself, and it didn't, some of them kind of feel sticky and stuff like that, but this one did not. So it's really light.
Perfect, great.
Yeah, I didn't put the lotion on. I just put the spray. So,
Love the lotion. And I'm
okay.
very picky with sunscreen and have avoided using them for years because I always felt like they gave me a rash.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we lived in Hawaii during the winter, so I'd be in the Reno sun during the summer, and then in the winter, poor me had to be in the sun in
Horrible.
Hawaii. So I've always wondered.
Poor. Now she's in the sun in Florida.
And Linda, I remember one time being at the beach, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's so windy today. I have to go to the pool." So there was that. Anyway, it's really it's really a good idea to take care of your skin. And the sun care line is really, it's beautiful. So I just got the lotion, you open it up and it smells gorgeous. It doesn't have that greasy feel on your skin. It is a mineral sun coverage rather than the chemical, which is typically what we have.
Does this have zinc in it?
It does. It has the non-nano zinc. So that means it doesn't get absorbed into the blood. It just sits on top of your skin. It doesn't get absorbed. And that's what protects you from the UVB and the UVA rays. And it's very nourishing. It's got some beautiful essential oils in there, helichrysum and frankincense. We were also going to tell you about the Barrage toner. Kimberly, are you still on the call?
I am. And I wanted to say something about the Sunline too. The stick, the face and body stick is a 40 SPF. Just so you know, the body and the face and body, the lotion and the spray are both 30 SPF. Okay. But the stick is 40, and I will tell you that they sold out already.
Yeah, the stick.
It's sold out. I knew it was going to be a popular one.
Yeah.
And it is wonderful. When we do get it back in stock, it's a great one for your face. It goes on so smoothly. It's not greasy. It's not sticky. It's just smooth. And it's got the aroma is so soft. You can hardly smell it. It's just really fresh and clean smelling. So it's an excellent product. And you do need to put these on your skin to keep good. So I'm sorry, what did you want me to talk about next?
So just so everybody knows, the spray is still available and the lotion
Yes,
is still available.
is available.
Linda, if
Yes.
that's what you felt like you wanted to add, but the lotion is selling out. I think there's 30% availability right now.
Yeah.
I have a question about blue polyphenols.
Yeah.
They are not available on the website. Do you have any idea when they're coming back?
I thought they were going to be available end of June. What have you been hearing, Kimberly?
I just checked a few days
Linda,
ago.
they're not available unless you add them to your LRP order with your Lifelong Vitality. Then you can get it.
Oh, well, see, when you look at the thing, it says not available.
Yes, but you can add it. You can add it. It's not available to anybody except in the
I
LRP
see.
LLV.
Well, I will.
It's
order
weird
it
because it'll
next
show
time.
up. It'll show up as not available, but it adds it to the cart and charges you for it, and then they send it to you. So it's like a secret thing you need to know.
Excellent.
Okay, because I checked several times.
That's
I've been taking the blue polyphenols now for quite a while, and I'm going, but it shows they're not available.
Yeah. So just add them to your LLV.
Yeah.
And
I'll do that next time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I just
So-
wanted to ask about it just because I had you all
Yeah.
here.
Oh no, it's great. We can give you the answer.
I also noticed in the I guess it was a news blip that one of the Dallas Cowboys running back Byron Barber III died of heat stroke in Texas. So
Wow.
he can be very dangerous.
Yeah.
He was only 38 years old. So there is no, oh, I'm young, I can deal with the heat.
Yeah.
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 And
Good.
athletes, they really do push.
So I saw it on a news blip today and I wanted to.
Kimberly, can you talk to us about the Barrage toner and the benefits of the toner on your skin during the summer?
Absolutely. So I don't know what skincare line you use, but my favorite is the Barrage. And It comes with, either of you ladies use the Virage skincare?
Mm-mm. No, I've done
Yeah,
Mary Kay
no.
for over 40 years, so I'm kind of a stickler on that.
You love what you love. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Well, if you ever
So-
decide to try something else, I highly recommend it. It's lovely and it's
Okay.
just all, it's all botanicals. That's all it is natural botanicals. And it's got the most, I love the aroma. But anyway, it comes with a wonderful toner. And when it's really hot or I go to the beach, I'll throw that little spray. It's in a spray bottle and I throw that in my bag and I spritz my face and neck with it. And it just seems to hydrate my skin. It's
Oh.
wonderful stuff. It's kind of similar, same pH as your skin. So, you know, you don't have to use the skincare line. You can
Get
buy
the
the
toner.
toner by itself as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just called Virage, Verage. And it's just a lovely thing to cool you off. And, you know, just help rehydrate your skin.
Yeah.
And then we have another really fun spray that we like to make for like kind of an after sun spray. And it's super easy to make. And then you just use water. I have a special water machine. So it pumps out water that has different pH levels. So I use the pH level that's equivalent to my skin. And then I add peppermint and a little bit of lavender to it. And you just spritz that. First of all, the peppermint is very cooling and the lavender just helps with the heat or any sun or any irritation. Sometimes people, when they're in the sun, they can get little rashes from the sun. They'll get little prickly spots from the
Yes.
sun. And so I find that people with sensitive skin like that, using the lavender and peppermint spray is a wonderful thing to add. And you can also, in that spray bottle, add some fractionated coconut oil. You got to shake it up good before you spray it on you, but
Okay.
then it doesn't evaporate quite as quickly. And that fractionated coconut oil helps it to helps your skin to absorb it. So it's actually hydrating your skin. So that's a really great little thing to make for beach days or pool days. And if you have grandkids that you're taking to the pool, you can spritz them with it every once in a while.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we'll use that, and then eventually we'll get the after sun spray from doTERRA. So hopefully that'll be out in August, right, Kimberly?
Yeah, I think
Right.
it said that it wasn't available yet or something.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
in August.
So now, does that other spray with the peppermint and lavender, does that have to be in a glass container?
No,
plastics. Those
you
little-
want to pass anytime you're taking it internally.
Oh,
you're using
okay.
Internally, like when I make my On Guard spray for the plane, we talked about that in our last classes. I put that in glass because I'm spraying that in my mouth.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the oil have a tendency to deteriorate the plastic.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I didn't realize that internally you have to use the glass, but if you're spritzing it, it's okay, because I know a lot of those little misters always come in more of a heavier plastic.
Well, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, anything else we need to add? I think we went through all of my notes anyway. I don't know if Kimberly's there anymore.
That was interesting information.
Well, good. I was really
Yeah.
happy to see you, Becky. And
Yeah, well, thank you. I was down in California for two straight weekends. I went down for a big family wedding thing. I flew down for that, came back on Sunday, and then on Thursday, my dog and I drove all the way back from Reno down to Covina, California, and spent 5 or 6 days with my aunt that just turned 90.
oh my,
And then we found out she's got breast cancer.
well,
So
good that you were able to go and visit. with her.
yes, it was great. A good trip.
Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight, ladies. Our next
Absolutely. Thank
class
you.
is on the 26th, and we're calling it Active Lifestyle with Essential Oils. So I hope that you can join us for that. That's going to be a Tuesday. And how are you doing with this little bit earlier time? Does it work
It's
for
fine
you?
with me.
That works for me. I'm gonna be in Oregon next 2 weeks Tuesday, so I don't know
All
if
right,
I'm gonna be on the call or not. We'll
all
see.
right. Well, I'll look forward to seeing you when I can. You have a great night, ladies, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Wendy.
Bye, Wendy.
Bye.